Okay, this email is going to get this guy suspended. So Gary Hanna, subject is Ray Hall of Fame. Hi guys. Have to admit, I'm loving how Disco's lack of understanding of lucha libre triggers Conan so much. That's comedy gold for the show. Question is for Conan. When Ray asked you to induct him into the Hall of Fame, were you surprised, or was this something you both have discussed in the past? Congratulations on that, by the way, and I'd love to see you accompany him to the ring at WrestleMania. Thanks, and that's from Gary. First of all, I do not have a lack of understanding of lucha libre. I'm just not a fan of it. I understand it completely as I've wrestled a lot of lucha libre guys and wrestled lucha style and base guys and worked with the right arm and stuff. So I don't have a lack of understanding. I'm just not a fan of it. Like that's I'm a fan of old school punch Jerry Lawler versus Bill Dundee, Tommy Rich versus Buzz Sawyer wrestling. That's like I grew up on. It's just I'm not demonizing lucha libre. I'm just not a fan of it, like Conan is. All right, so go ahead, Conan.
I don't know. What's the question?
Uh, when Ray asked you, were you surprised that Ray asked you to induct him in the Hall of Fame? That's the question.
Yes.
You were surprised.
Yeah,
Why were
yeah.
you surprised?
Because I didn't even know he was going to be in the Hall of Fame, and we never talked about it ever.
So how did the
And
conversation go?
he
He
just told
called.
me,
He
he goes,
called
"Hey,
you up, or were you with him? Did he call you,
no,"
or
he
were you
called
with him?
me up, and he was like, "Hey, they just asked me to be in the Hall of Fame," and I told Hunter I'm not retiring, and he was like, "Oh, no, 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 it's nothing like that." He goes, "We just want to do while you're active," and I guess because it was L.A., there's a lot of Mexicans there.
Latino's right.
Right. And then I was like, "Oh, cool. Congratulations." I didn't even think somebody had to induct him. And
Right.
then he just goes, "Hey, would you induct me?" And I said, "Of course I would." That was it.
Right. That was it. Cool.
Yeah.
That answers the question. You're still getting suspended though for trying to
Boom.
claim that I have a lack of understanding of lucha libre. That's funny. That's funny to me. That like these people think of. I think these people forget that I was an actual professional wrestler. Like that, I'm just a podcaster now, right? I don't know, like I'm some smart mark or something. Next one, Jimmy Evans, and the subject is LA Night Burial. Hey, K100 crew, love the show. Hope Quinn is doing well. Just want all your opinion on if WWE were trying to bury LA Knight, but he couldn't help it get over because fans love him. First the male model, then the horrible Mountain Dew match with Bray, but somehow he's managed to stay relevant and liked by fans. Gotta give it to him. Do you think WWE were trying to bury him for some reason, or just had bad gimmick storylines and still manages to win people over? Thanks for your answer, and that's from Duke Cube Jimmy Evans. Um, I would have said no 3-4 weeks ago, but I'm wondering why. Then this is, bro. I talked this about somebody. Talked to somebody about this. It's very knowledgeable. Um, this is a guy that you need to strike when the iron's hot. Like there's so many times in professional wrestling where a guy's hot and they don't pull the trigger. You need to pull the trigger on this guy because he's getting the crowd is telling the promotion we like this guy when he's on TV. And what you've done with him is, he was killing it on the mic, and I've seen like I'm not seeing the mic time anymore. Like, where's the LA Knight promo? Where, like, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't because it's inexplicable to me. I would be pushing this guy to the moon right now. Coming out talking massive on the top guy on the mic and getting and knowing that he can get the crowd to get involved. Bro, the thing with professional wrestling, you want to make people like interested in your matches. LA Knight has a very strong ability right now to get people interested in what he's doing because of his mic work, and I haven't seen his mic work in the past few weeks. Hadn't been on TV, so I would question. All right, why are you? Why did you pull? Why are you cutting the cord on this guy? It looks like when he's hot. Go ahead. Do you agree? Do you agree with that?
Am I misremembering? But didn't he face Ray a couple weeks ago or a week ago or something like that?
Yeah, he beat
He
him,
did.
but
Right.
it's like, but they're not. But that's like an 11-minute match and stuff. I'm more with him cutting promos. I mean, like
I'm
we'll,
just
we'll
gonna
see what they do.
imagine. Well, look, they brought him in. They had him in the male models. They obviously knew they had something with him, so they took him out of that and they put him in with Bray Wyatt, which at that time they had high hopes for Bray Wyatt. It isn't their fault that Bray Wyatt didn't deliver because he did. And I'm just thinking maybe, hopefully, possibly that since it's WrestleMania and they've got other things that are bigger than him right now, they're probably gonna, push him after
Right.
WrestleMania.
I hope
Yeah,
so. But I'll
yeah,
say this, bro. If you screw it up with this guy, that's on the promotion.
right.
You can't. Like
because he's ready, bro.
he is absolutely just
He's ready to explode.
he's as strong in the mic as anybody in that company right now. Like there's no way somebody like if literally any character on that show is cutting a promo, okay, whoever it is, it could be Roman, Jimmy Uso, Sammy Kevin. If LA Knight walks out with the mic in his hand, you're thinking LA Knight's gonna bury this guy on the mic.
Right.
That's what I get. And so that a guy like that, you need to push strong right now because his mic work is that good. He's got the crap, he's got everything. They should push him strong right now.
There's a good promo that we used once as a cold open. I don't know if Joe still has it, where it was him and Scott Steiner handicap on the mic against me.
And
it's very
2-on-1.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What show was that? I want to listen to that.
Impact.
Next is from Sagana Chanko. Subject is TNA was better than AEW. Hey, what's up, guys? Wishing you well. Just saw this post on Twitter. Thought I'd pose you a question. I was a big fan of TNA from 2009 to 2012. Thought it was really good until this day. Bobby Roode as heel champ in 2011 is one of my fondest wrestling memories. I would go as far to say the TNA during that era is better than AEW is now. They had bigger stars, almost double the ratings, and the booking was better in my opinion. Do you guys agree or disagree that TNA from 2009 to 2012 is better than AEW is now? Context, this was when Rude was champ, he was feuding with James Storm, Angle, Sting, Eric Young, Hernandez, Homicide, Nick Aldis were all there. Bully Ray was with the Aces and Eights. Bro, this is what people don't realize. Vince Russo doesn't write bad television. Like, there's never been periods where the stuff was bad. He's had stuff that didn't perform as well in ratings as other stuff, but the thing with Vince. And you look at TNA, the writing from that period of time, bro. He tries to involve everybody, no matter where you are on the card, in a storyline. The stories may not be good, but at least he's trying to put you in a story, which is all wrestlers really want. A lot of AEW stuff doesn't have storyline. It's just open challenges, stuff. You got to go out there and kill it in the ring to get over. It's like TNA, you watch the shows back then, they did a lot of backstage stuff, character development. They tried. And that's all you really want is somebody put some effort into making your character more interesting. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so next is from Phillies Bob. I'm going to suspend this guy too for being a Phillies fan.
That's kind of over the top, isn't it?
Yeah, Phillies. If you're calling yourself Phillies Bob, I mean,
right.
Bro, what's your visual picture of this guy? Like a guy that hangs out with Joe?
Don't say.
Probably
right. Him and Joe eating one of those cheese whiz sandwiches that they have in Philadelphia.
Each from the other end.
Going to karaoke.
Splitting nachos at the sports bar, with beer. Phillies Bob. Subject's disco on Jenny Jones. Greetings, K100 crew. I just came across D.I.'s appearance on the Jenny Jones show with Buff Bagwell in February '99. During the segment, a very disrespectful member of the audience asked how many pairs of knee pads did you go through to get into the wolf pack. Was wondering if he was a plant or was legit Mark. Also, do you have any other memories of that experience we're talking about? Roy Levolay every day. I don't remember a lot about this. We did a lot of TV stuff back in the day. I was on, me and Bagwell were on Jenny Jones. Me, Raven, and Kimberly Page were on Win Ben Stein's Money. Me and Jericho and Kidman were on what was that show? Love
the
Connect?
dating game.
Dating game. Conan, what were you on? You probably did some stuff too back there, right? I'm sure.
Not
you
really,
did.
hardly, not that much.
I
had a lot of heat.
I was on some MTV show. We did a lot of media, but bro, it was just so long ago, and they were just appearances. We'd go in, we go to the green room, we go on the show, and then they drive us there. Go to the green room, appear, drive us back to the hotel. It's I don't really remember a lot of it, I mean, but we did a lot of media back then, so that's part of the job. But Phillies Bob, you're suspended. Are you happy for me suspending Phillies Bob, Conan?
100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Joe, how are the Phillies doing to start off the year?
It's not great. It's not great at all.
Let's take time out. I want to look this up real quick. This is actually pretty funny.
I'm supposed to go to the home opener Thursday. If you guys would graciously allow me to take the day off, it's up to you, fellas.
What time are you going?
I think it's a 4:00 start, 4 Eastern.
If we can start we can start early. If we be done by 2:30, is that good?
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the Phillies' record. They got to play the Yankees.
I hope
tonight,
you get hit by a foul ball while you're not looking.
They're 0-4. All right, and these are the scores of their games so far. Okay, this is funny. They lost.
Wait,
they
it
lost
starts
11.
I'm sorry. It starts at 1 Pacific.
1 Pacific. Oh, we'll do it. We can do it after the game then.
You can do it after, or I can set it up while I'm there for you guys to be on with Larry and whatnot.
All right. So here are the scores of their game so far. They were up 5-0 on the Rangers on opening day, and they lost 11-7. They lost the next game 16-3. Lost the next game 2-1. They lost the next game 8-1. They have been outscored 37-12 in the first 4 games this year, and that makes me happy because
nowhere to go but up.
What now?
I said there's nowhere to go but up.